You know what else too? Like, I've been noticing that when I look back at myself, I look like a hunchback.
Because you said, okay, because you're sitting to the side.
I
and
know.
then you get comfortable.
I'm not sitting to the side
Wait,
anymore.
the day that we filmed with Dem,
Yeah.
and I had on like a high-waisted sweat, I'm telling you, it looked like there was two of me in those
I think
pants.
next time I'm just going to wear a onesie and just be like, does that help?
I was like looking at myself that entire. First of all, I was slouched over, and it looked like I gained 50 pounds the minute that I stepped
The
into
red
the room.
sweatshirt with the jeans. Go look at that. And just
Why? What's wrong with the red sweatshirt?
the sweatshirt. First of all, I should listen to my mother because she's like, you look 80 pounds heavier when you wear shit like that, like blah, blah, blah. And yeah, it's not cute.
You think?
Yes.
You know why? It's because we're not that tall. So like the baggy look is hard for us.
Yeah, like it's not like my legs are elongated.
I mean, I'm way shorter than you, but you're still not that tall.
No, I'm a solid 5'2" on a good day.
I had this patient. 2 days or whatever. It's Monday. Last week sometime. And there's like a bunch of like check-in information that I need from these people. And I am standing next to this woman, okay, who she can't be a fucking inch taller than me, like half a centimeter maybe. And I said, how tall are you? And she said 5'4". I said, I was like, because I'm 5 feet and 3/4, ma'am, and you have like a half a centimeter on me. There's no way. So on my paper, I wrote down 5'1". I was like, there's absolutely no fucking way. But yeah, anyways.
I was supposed to be 5'4". And then, like, you know, how, like on your trajectory, like when you're growing up and they're like, she's going to be 5'4". I still am the tallest woman in my family, but that doesn't say much.
I don't think I had any projections. I think they were just like, this baby's fucking chunky. She should and her head is huge. I think that's...
She's got a big
I
brain.
was measuring like high on the scales for babies back in the day. But yeah, anyways, that was not good footage. And I don't go back and like watch the full thing always. Like
I
just
do when
listen.
I'm editing.
See, I listen, and then like you'll cut clips, and then I look at them, and I'm like,
It doesn't help, too, that I, like, zoom in. Because, like,
Yeah.
'cause to make it, like, look like, you know, we're talking to each other. It doesn't help. But I'm always like, it's just not flattering.
it's not. This camera's not forgiving.
No, well, also, when next season, I'm going to say, maybe we get, like, 2 cameras and then, like, one's facing and then we get an editor to, like, edit it all together. I think I could probably edit it all together, but hard.
Yeah.
That's, like, a
I
skill
don't
I'd
know
have
that
to
we
pick
have
up.
those skills. Well,
Yeah.
I certainly don't.
I'm saying it like I have the time.
Should we take a class?
Like I have the time to add one more thing on my list.
Should we take a class, maybe an editing course?
Maybe. If anybody's got good editing classes.
Advice. Someone wants to do this for us for free.
Yeah.
You know what else I catch too, now that I'm looking at myself in the camera, is sometimes I hug this arm so close to my side that it also doubles in size.
Oh.
I've just been like, lately I'm doing that thing where I'm like, ew.
We just like, first of all, we're our own harshest critic. Like, let's just
Yeah.
say that. But also, like, being this much on camera too, you're just like, why am I sitting like that? Why am I looking like that? Why? And then I'm like, wow, I really do. I must hunch all day at my desk.
I know, it's terrible. You don't realize it. But
No.
like, I feel like my shoulders are rolled forward
Same.
constantly.
And then
like,
I
it's
see
like
older people rolled
obnoxious.
forward, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to be like that.
No, I don't either. I'm going to shrink as it is. Like, I don't need...
Oh, I have scoliosis.
So do I.
Oh my god, we really are like the
Did
same
you know
journey.
I didn't know that I had scoliosis until I started seeing Thomas as a chiropractor, not as a
Really?
boyfriend? Yeah. I was very anti-chiropractor. Have I told you this?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Which
I
is
thought it
ironic
was, like-
because Thomas is a chiropractor. If you don't know.
Okay, but it's funny because us people who come from like born and bred traditional medicine,
Yeah.
especially us ICU folk
Okay.
background, we're like, those aren't real doctors. You know what I mean? Like, you guys shouldn't be saying that to people. And so I fully thought that. I think on our first date, I was like, he said something about med school, and I was like, that wasn't med school. Like,
You're fucking lying.
you know, like we're not going to call it
Med
that.
school.
Yeah, like, you know. But anyways, and I was just like, I don't really think, like, I don't know what you guys do, but I don't think I need to see you. I don't think I need blah, blah, blah. And then eventually I was like, okay, like, I'll give it a shot just because the service is free. So,
Yeah.
like,
Why not?
and, like, all of my friends were going, and they
I
were
think
like,
I'm going to see him Thursday, Friday.
at,
Yeah.
did you know that none of that guy's patients want to see him? Which I get it.
Why?
I think because it's just like, it's not your
Well, I do.
provider. Yeah, you should. That would be so fun.
Yeah. No, I told him.
But, yeah, he texted him. He was like, hey, I don't know that many of my patients want to see you, but you can see your own patients here. But anyways, so I wasn't, like, interested. And then all my friends were going, and, like, all my friends had terrible tech neck. And, like, I was like, well, fuck, I should go.
Yeah.
So he took x-rays. And I looked at this x-ray and I said, well, who knew about that scoliosis there? Like, I didn't even need to tell me. I was like,
you could see it.
yeah. And it's not horrible, but it's there. But you want to know what? When I sit for long, like, so when I drove here from New York, when I do long drives like that, I get this like, I'm like, I can't sit. I have this pain.
Yeah.
All of my pain always develops on my left side because my scoliosis to the right.
I actually should do another x-ray. When I was younger, I was like, I have this weird thing where, like, if you put your hand on my back and just, like, I, like, roll, it like, just whatever. And so they did an x-ray a while ago, and they were like, yeah, you have scoliosis. And which is annoying because at my doctor, we used to, like, bend forward and they felt your back. And my mom was like, why wouldn't anybody say, like, hey, you have scoliosis? Because she was like, we would have gotten you that surgery when you're younger, whatever.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, I'll just, like, strengthen my back.
Did I show you a picture of my hunchback? I got to
No.
dig this up. I don't even know if I can get to it right this second. Thomas one day he said, I was complaining about my shoulder, whatever, and he said, do me a favor, stand up tall, bend over and touch your toes. And then as I'm bent forward, he said, where's your phone? I said, I don't know, somewhere over why? And he was like, well, because I got to take a picture. He took a picture, I stood up, he showed it to me. I'm the hunchback of Notre Dame. Quasimodo. I'm Quasimodo. This shoulder is so much high. It's like the scariest photo I've ever seen in my life.
I'm going to have him do that. I'm going to book a
I
consultation.
got to show you this photo. I couldn't believe it. And I was like, I'm just walking around like that? He was like, well, no, like, you're upright while you're walking around. But if you happen to bend over in front of somebody, they're going to see that.
That's crazy.
That this is like this. So, yeah.
Well,
anyways.
how you doing?
I'm great.
Yeah, how's the new job?
It's great.
Because this is what, week 2?
Today. Yeah. No, it's the best job I've ever had.
I love it. I love that for you.
It's the best job I've ever had. Everyone is nice.
Yeah.
You know, that doesn't happen a lot. And that especially does not happen a lot in nursing, in any realm, whether it's like inpatient, outpatient, clinic, office, corporate, whatever. It's just like, it's not a friendly profession.
Yeah.
You know?
Which is so interesting because nursing, like, you have to be friendly.
You would think, but many people are not. But usually, especially when you're the new person, I feel like, you know, you step into a place and they don't know anything about me. They don't know my skill set. They don't know where I came from. They don't know anything. I'm just like the new girl that's there. And usually people are a little like,
go away.
Yeah.
Why are you here?
These people are lovely. They're
I
so
love
nice.
that.
And like every day they're like, anybody want to go early? I'm like, I'll go. And today I said it. I was like, listen, guys, anytime you need me to slip out of here, I'll do it. I will leave.
Shove me out of here.
Yeah. So no, it's great. I was just saying off camera, but I've been missing my early AM workouts.
Yeah.
It's really been hard for me. And then like I'm like 4 days a week. So my one day that I don't work at all, I would love to go at 5:30, but then I'm like, but do I sleep in? Because my day starts at 5:30 but I've just been going anyways because I can't. But I think it was fucking up my sleep. So let's talk about this because have you heard of the Lemmy gummies?
Yes. Isn't that
Kourtn't Kardashian's brand? Yeah. I was so like anti buying anything that had her name on it just because I find her to be the most annoying fucking person that ever lived.
Yeah. Isn't there controversy over those right now?
I'm not like up to date on her.
Okay, but they work?
Okay, so here, let me tell you about it. So I don't love to be a big supporter of theirs. I mean, I think Kim Kardashian is beautiful and she's doing 10 million things and you can't deny that she's a boss bitch. You just fucking can't.
Yeah.
But like Kourtney just speaks and I'm just like, shut the fuck up. But anyways, so I've been I wasn't sleeping like at all last week. And I think it's because my routine is all fucked up, which just really goes to speak to how important routine is. So, and I'm getting up, I'm not kidding, 10 minutes earlier than I would normally get up to go to the gym, to go to work. But like, it's still, for whatever reason, it's not the same.
Darius and I talk about it. When you work out in the morning, like when you start, you've got that like energy boost going through.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, your energy is then boosted at the end of the day. Which like, that works for some people, don't get me wrong. Like 100% it works for people. It's just a different type of like routine that you have to figure out what's your wind down after that.
Yeah. And I think also like when I get up and go to the gym at 5:30, like I don't want to say it's mindless, but like I'm not really using my head to think. I'm just kind of moving.
Yeah.
Starting your workday at 5:30, you have to kind of like be engaged a little more.
Yeah.
So I think that's also like throwing me off. But anyway, so I wasn't sleeping. And by like the fourth night of only getting like 4 hours of sleep, I was like, I need something, or
Yeah.
I'm going to jump out my window and that's going to be it. Because like Thomas and Marlon make fun of me all the time. They're like, you go to bed so early. And I know I've said this before, but I don't function. Like I'm
No,
not
I
that
need
person.
sleep. Yeah.
So I was seeing on TikTok that everybody says that they take these sleep gummies that she has and they're in a coma for like 12 hours. And
Yeah.
I'm like, perfect. Let me try it. And I haven't taken melatonin in a long time.
Yeah.
And it's like melatonin, L-theanine, which is one of the ones that Huberman says like you should take for sleep. It's magnesium, but it's mag citrate,
Yeah.
which
Which
like,
is-
isn't great for the gut situation.
Really? I thought it was.
Mag citrate is like what we give people in the hospital as like a heavy hitter laxative. Now, granted, the dosing
That's why I thought it was because I have to take that.
Now, granted, the dosing isn't anywhere near what you would take for that,
Yeah.
but still, like you get a tummy rumble for sure. But I was like, okay, like I'm gonna try these out. I took 2. I fell asleep so hard, and then 2 hours later, I was wide awake.
Oh.
And I was like, this did not work like I thought it was going to. And then I did a combination gummy the next night, and I took 2 of those and like a THC, CBD, CBN. That knocked me out. I was out so hard I was like groggy in the morning. But at least like I had
You got sleep.
I had gotten some
Yeah.
sleep. But yeah, but it was
Sleep is like low, like not low key, but like very much like a necessary, especially to function the next day. Like
I
me
can't.
not being on my sleep this weekend, we had 5 dogs, and it was just like this one woke up and this one was next to you, and you're just like you're on the corner of the bed.
Did you sleep with all 5 of those dogs?
Yeah, like all 5 in the bed, like in a king bed, fine. But then you've got me and Darius, and
Darius
it's like
is a big human.
guy, yeah. And I'm like on the corner of the bed. I've got Jake by my head, Cooper's behind me, Arnie's at this one's but like by my feet. It just like was all over, and I was just like, was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Darius and I were like, I'm so tired, and he
Yeah.
was like, I feel like we got good sleep, and I was like, I just think I'm like exhausted from like doing.
Existing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like last night I went to bed I think at like 9. I like was in bed at 8 and I'll sleep at 9.
So I was at Thomas's all day yesterday, and then it like weirdly tsunami'd outside.
So my sister texted me and was like, "Careful driving, you're going to get into a huge storm." And I
Yeah.
was like, "Great."
I looked at it started pouring, and I looked down at my phone. It was like tornado watch. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah.
Then there was like a small window where it wasn't pouring, and I was like, "Listen, I gotta go," because I had like laundry and all this shit to do yesterday. I got home at like 3:30. I did my chores. And at 6:15, I swear to God, I texted one of my best friends. I said, "Are you in bed right now?" And she goes, as a matter of fact, I am. I said, "Great," because that's making me feel better about
Yeah.
me getting in bed right
Yeah.
now. Like I didn't go to sleep, but I was.
You just needed to be like horizontal, and it's different when you're in bed. Like you're prepping.
Yeah,
for
I
bed.
was in a vegetative state all
Yeah.
weekend, like minimally
you.
conscious.
So we went on Friday to Sophia Steak, which they just
I wanna go there so
opened.
bad.
Okay, so
How
we
was
went in
it?
the Burbs, and Darius and I have been in the Burbs. This is our 3rd time.
Yeah.
The first time we went, we like fell in love, and we fell in love with our server. And we're always like, these servers don't remember us. Like they don't know who you are, whatever. But
Yeah.
we started talking to him before, like blah, blah, whatever. So we're sitting at the bar before we went to go to our table because it was like 4 o'clock. We had 5 o'clock reservations. We're those people. And we're sitting at the bar, and the server comes up to us. It's probably been like a year. And he's like, I know you two. He's like, I can't tell you your names, but your faces. And we're like, oh my God, Eduardo, we can't believe you remember us, like whatever, and he's like, what's new? Like, what's going on? We're like, oh my God, we're going to ask to get you. And he was like, and Darius goes, well, something's new. We got engaged. And he goes, last time you were here, you kept telling me that I should convince him to propose to you. And I said, yeah, that sounds about right. That was us. The food and the service is amazing.
I've heard
like,
really
it
good
is
things.
So good. I can't.
I know, I
I
wanna
want to try the
go.
one downtown, but it's so good. Like I highly, highly recommend.
Yeah,
trying
it's
it.
on my list. You know what other one I just saw somebody post about that is a Michelin star, so it's like teeny tiny portions, which like I don't know how I feel about that, is Oriole, Oriole or something.
No, I don't know that one.
I've heard really good things, but again, like the portions are like chicken nugget portions, and I can't be. I
Sometimes
need
though,
a
that's
meal.
how Indienne was, and it was really filling.
Oh yeah, you just say
Yeah.
that.
So I don't know.
Yeah, but I've heard good things. That's a spot that I'm looking
Yeah,
at.
definitely highly recommend.
That I'm looking at. I'm more apt to do things now that it's a little nicer outside.
Same. I'm apt to leave my apartment.
Like on Saturday, I was like, I mean, let's not get crazy here. Like, I don't want to be out all night, but we should like do something. And then the day got away from me. But
Yeah.
then we walked around a little bit on Sunday.
Yeah, no, I
was
think now that
nice.
it's getting nicer, but I'm traveling a lot for work, so
Yeah.
yeah, but it's been fun. I've been trying to like when I get to the new city, like if I'm there, I've been trying to like plan my travel, so I'm there either like early enough so I can go to a workout at night, or wake up and do like a 6 a.m. before I have to start at 9. So I'm excited. I'm gonna go to Austin. I'm gonna try Studio 3 and then like a cute little Pilates studio.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
might as well.
I know. I'm like, let's try out these new places. In New York, I went to Soto Method, which was super cute and like a very different type of workout. Like it's Pilates-esque, but like her format is very different, which was cool.
Is it like her own?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 60 on the minute or something like that. On
Oh, okay.
the one or something like that. I forget.
Right.
They said it.
Got it. Very
yeah.
nice. When do
Yeah.
you leave again? Where is your?
Tomorrow.
Oh,
Going to Austin.
Big travel.
Big travels. Next week I'm here. Then the following week I'm in Boston and Miami, and Darius and I are extending Miami, so we're going to stay the whole weekend.
Miami. They just Ultra was just there. Everybody was in Miami.
Yeah, missed that.
Can't even believe it.
Yeah, no, I'm not a big music festival person, but that looked like it was a lot of fun.
It is, but let me tell you something about the music festivals. Like, I'm no longer somebody who can buy a general admission ticket. Like, I can't be trampled on.
No, I need a VIP with my own bathroom.
Like,
I'm not going in these dirty ass porta potties.
I just like I can't be smushed, and like I know that is a lot of the point. And then like you're there and you're vibing out and you don't really care. But like,
Yeah.
man, like I don't.
Okay, speaking of Ultra, Alex Earl was there, and there's been all this trauma about her and Alex Cooper's podcast.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Do you think that she can't podcast because of something with Cooper?
No, because did you see?
I saw the
she
response.
said-
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Who knows? I think she's probably gotten herself in too many deals in which she kind of.
Yeah.
That's the way I perceive it.
Because
is,
I was like, because it's true. Alex Cooper took Call Her Daddy from Barstool.
Yeah.
And it, it wasn't like, no, you can't do anything. It was like, no, I took it. And she was like, I learned from the best.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is so interesting. I'm like, are you just calling more attention or want to change your POV? I don't know.
I don't know. I think she must have screwed something up with some kind of deal, and then she's also on this whole, she's buying into that.
Alcohol brand or whatever. Yeah.
And so I don't know if she's just trying to. I don't know.
don't
These
know.
people, they go on the internet and they always got things to say, and then they never tell the full fucking story. And I'm like,
I know.
I'm not here for the cliffhanger or the
Okay,
teaser.
can we talk about another one?
Yeah.
Remy Bader and her weight loss
Yeah.
surgery.
So, okay, at first I couldn't understand why everybody was like up in arms, because I was like, fucking everybody in the public image is lying to you about what they're doing and what they're not doing. But then I saw this girl post this thing, and I totally get it. She basically was like, we don't care that you had, it's not the fact that you had the surgery or you tried Ozempic or any of that. You had this platform where you stood for like plus size women and gave them like this space to be comfortable, and she used to do all these like fashion try-ons
Yeah.
and all this stuff. So essentially a lot of these women were like, you gave us this space, you became this like mogul for bigger women, and like your whole motto was like be yourself and like all this stuff, and then like you like randomly were gone for a little bit and then you came back 150 pounds later. And like that's not really like taking these women that you created this platform for
With
through
you.
this journey
Yeah.
and like letting them. And like I get, in a sense, it's still like, I mean, it's her own life and her own privacy and like whatever. But I understand. At first I was like, why the fuck do these people care what
So
she
that's
did?
what I thought too. And I came across two really interesting point of views. The first one was that she chose to like divulge everything to Kourtney Kardashian, who's been one to like also kind of fat shame in a way, like, or like
Khloe,
be
yeah.
afraid of
Yeah.
like being fat or something like that, like fat
Yeah.
phobia. And she's made like fat phobic comments. So I was like, okay, I get that. And the second one was there's a bit of like, to your point, her being this like spokesperson for plus size women, and then to even in a sense give insight into now that you've lost all this weight, how are you feeling? What do people say to you now? Like,
Yeah.
what is that journey like now? Because as much as she wants to be inclusive, she's not really like, you don't look like the people that you were advocating for anymore.
Sure.
Which is fine and amazing. And if you feel great and your health is better, like 100%, that doesn't mean mentally
Right.
you're not still going through things. I think to your point too, it's like you're not giving insight. You're giving insight into what you did, but now like what is going on, you're not really divulging that.
Yeah. And I guess you could take the stance and say like it's her personal life, but again, like you
chose,
decide
yeah.
to be this public figure, to be this influencer, to be all of this stuff. You can't like only share that with your followers or fans or whatever you want to call these people when it's convenient for
I think
your
that
story.
too, like your story was a big part of like your look,
Yeah.
how you looked or how brands made you feel based on what they were selling you, whatever it is. You chose to be that way, like to share all of that. So now you can't choose to just be like, I'm sharing one story and let's get back to my other funny content, because it's like you're kind of leaving people with this taste in their mouth of like, but you're not being real anymore.
Yes, you were like the plus size girl's girl, and now
Yeah.
you've like totally.
I think that's like the good and the bad of the internet is like people are going to have an opinion of you no matter what, whether it's right, wrong, indifferent, whatever. They're going to tell you how they feel. But then it's like you can't be mad when they tell you that like, hey, we want more from you.
Right, yeah.
You know,
and
'cause
that's
it's
the
like-
that's the trouble being in that light, you know.
We
like,
get it.
We understand. Absolutely nobody gives a fuck what I do. But like I can see how, I mean, honestly, and like we just like briefly talked about this, but you have a simple opinion about something, and it's like we joke around and we shoot the shit here, and like 98% of what comes out of my mouth is me just fucking around, and then like 2% you can tell when I'm like actually like being
Yeah.
serious. But you say it and you snip it and you put it on the internet, and then I got all these fucking people coming to chop my head off for it, and I'm like, it's like you can't just be like it was a fucking joke.
But also you can't even have an opinion.
You can't even
Like
you
it's about
can't.
something like so minuscule.
You
You
can't.
just can't have an opinion anymore because someone's going to come after your opinion. And I always say like, literally, my mom has always said to me, opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one.
Yeah.
And it's so true. Like, your opinion's going to be different than mine, whatever. But I think that, like, that's the whole point of, like, when I talk to people and I'm like, let's have a real conversation.
Yeah.
And it's okay if we differ, but, like, you don't have to come at me. Like, listen,
Yeah.
respond,
yes.
and then I'll listen to you and respond. You know what I mean by that?
And then someone else brought up like a good point. So like one of the things I had like made a comment about something, it was snipped for a thing, people didn't love it, or I just got a lot of like, you know, you're not a mom, you don't have a stance on this, that whole thing.
I wonder what you were talking about.
But honestly, someone, you know, and I don't have to defend myself to anybody, and again, like we were fucking around, but someone did recently comment on a TikTok of mine where that was being talked about and was like, you know, we all have triggers, right? Like everybody has triggers. I cannot be responsible for something that I say that triggers one of your triggers if you saw it on the
Yeah.
internet. It's different if you and I know each other personally and we
Yes.
sit down and I say like, Jordan, looking a little thin today, or like
Yeah.
something fucking
Thank you.
something fucked up, you know? But like that's my responsibility. If I'm on a platform talking about something, it's coming out of context and you see that thing and you're triggered by it, I'm not responsible for like
Your
reaction
reaction.
to
Yeah.
that. Yeah, like I can't, you are going to see so many things that are out of context, even if it was in context. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like the way that people take things that are said that are triggers and then like pull the trigger out of it and make the whole thing about it. I'm like, these people that were getting
Also,
mad
we weren't
about
calling
shit.
you out. Like, we weren't talking.
No.
I didn't even know you.
And like these people, that's what they do. It's like they hear something, it's the trigger for them, and then all of a sudden they've spun it into their whole story, and it's
Yeah.
like, well, you wouldn't want to see this, or you would. And I'm like, that's not even what I was fucking talking about.
Yeah.
Like so, and
no, it comes into this like whole context of like, let's pull that and let's make it so much more dramatic. And it's like, that's not, you can't draw
because
that
I
parallel.
have strong feelings about this thing, I'd like to dump those feelings somewhere. I feel like I'm going to do it in your comment
Yeah.
section now. And it's just like, I try really hard to be mindful of things that I say because I historically like shit just fucking flies out of my mouth, and like I've been in situations where I'm like, I should have thought for a minute before I
Yeah.
let that fly. So like I'm very conscious of that now, and it's for a minute there, I was like feeling really shitty because I was just like, I did not mean this. Like, that was not my intention at all. And it's like, I can never explain that to all these millions of people, or not millions, but whoever, you know, that I don't know.
Yeah.
Until that person was like, you know, like, I disagree with this entire thread of people coming at you because like everybody has triggers, but you are not responsible for how
I think that's a good
person-
reminder too, is like, especially putting yourself out there, like people are going to perceive things in the way that they're going to perceive it. And like, you can't hold on to that responsibility of like what people perceive. Like, you just can't.
Yeah. And like, any press is good press. So
Cheers. And we'll stop there. I'm
you
just
know,
kidding.
like, I just think it's crazy that people can see something on the internet. Do you like my llama socks?
I do. I noticed that before.
That people can see something on the internet and they're like the message is like, mangoes are delicious, and like they're like, she fucking hates me and my child.
No,
And I'm like,
literally, like
where did you even get that?
it's as if like we're talking directly to you, Susie. Like it says your
my
name,
God.
Susie, comma, this is what we think about you.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not. It's just me fucking saying shit.
Yeah.
On a podcast because somebody gave me a mic and a fucking camera. Like it's.
No, we chose the mic and the camera.
But you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm just like, you can get one yourself and get a platform and talk all about how you disagree with what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I got
you
no
call
problem.
us out. We're good with it.
Oh God, I'm just like these people. Like, I
Well,
can't.
let's get into like our
please
more
them.
of our opinions
Okay.
on skincare.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about skincare for a second because I literally walked in here and I was like, my face. It looks like I have dandruff, but it's actually just my face and my hair. Do you know what I'm saying?
Your hair?
Yeah, my face is fucking flaking off.
Yeah.
And so it's like in
your hair.
In my hair.
Yeah.
So it looks like
Mine's about to start flaking.
dandruff,
so.
but it's my face is in my hair. I'm in the battle. I'm in the tretinoin battle.
The what?
Tretinoin.
What's that?
You know what tretinoin is?
No,
How
let me
are we
Google
friends?
it really quick.
And you don't know what that is?
I don't know.
It's like
Not
It's
retinol?
okay, yes. So retinol, tretinoin, they're all vitamin A derivatives.
Okay.
There's some tretinoin is like the medical grade. You need a prescription for it.
Okay.
Unless you know someone that can go to the Mexican Pharmacia
Is that what you know?
and get it for you, yes. Because I don't have time to go see a dermatologist. So.
Yeah, no, same.
But yeah, so it's
it's
essentially
stronger?
It's a vitamin A derivative, and it's like really great for lots of things. They use it. You usually get a script because you've gone to a dermatologist and you're like, I have terrible acne, and they're like,
I
here
was
you
going to
go.
say acne. Yeah, I think my
Yeah.
mom has that for wrinkles.
Yes, so that's exactly same idea. So, but it's much more potent. So, like some retinols, you can get like build up and use like a couple times a week. This, at least for my skin,
Yeah.
she's a once a weeker kind of
Okay.
situation. But it's the same thing. It's just like it's cell turnover. So like your face just flakes off.
Yeah.
And you have to get through this period of like purging and flaking for like a month or so. And then once you get to the other side,
It's great.
it's great.
Yeah.
But I'm just like I'm taking it slow because I've gone too far and too fast
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
So I'm just using it like once a week. But like let's say I use it on a Wednesday. Thursday the skin's fine. Friday the skin's fine. Saturday she starts looking a little dry. Sunday, game over.
Yeah,
Like I'm like
yeah.
I could like get off my pillow and like the whole side of my face
Yeah.
is still there. So I feel like I look like I can see it out of the corner of my eye. It's like around my nose.
I can't see, but I did notice, I think last week, you were peeling a little.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a once a week thing. I go through like 48 hours worth of shed.
Yeah.
I'm molting.
Yeah.
I'm like a
I'm
snake.
supposed to. I did BBL laser, not Brazilian butt
today?
lift. Yeah, I did it
What'd
today.
you think?
Okay, so the first round, like it's like multiple rounds. The
Yeah.
first round she did, I was like, oh, that doesn't hurt. Second round didn't hurt. The brown and the red.
Yeah, I've
Holy-
heard the
I was
brown
like-
and the red
I was
are
like that-
spicy. Yeah.
Like I was like, why do I keep like twitching? And she was like, no, we're getting around those spots, like around your eyes, around your nose. Like it was not, I wouldn't say
Spicy.
painful, but like spicy. Yeah. And more of that just like shock. But she said, she was like, today you should be fine. Tomorrow you might be a little puffy. And then the next 2 days you'll start like the brown will flake off.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
sun for 2 weeks.
Listen, I'm not getting any sun on this face for the rest of eternity.
No,
I'm
I-
investing in 70 fucking hats this year, and
Yeah.
I will tan from my nipples down.
Yeah. No, I was like, I don't want my neck. I don't want my chest, but I'll
No.
do everything else. And I got a spray tan. That's
You're
fine.
supposed to bring your skincare down to your nipples. Did you know this?
No, I do my neck and décolleté, but not
All the
here.
way down to the old
All right,
nipple.
well, noted.
Got to start.
But yeah, I'm very excited to see how this works. She was like, take note of it, and then I have another like session booked, but she was like, if we need to adjust and do something else, we will. Like
Yeah.
we were talked about the Moxie facial too.
So I've done the Moxie before.
Yeah.
So it feels like I did 3 sessions. The Moxies, I feel need like a refresh, is the way
Yeah.
it's been described to me. I did 3 sessions. You have to hold this like it's not a
laser.
Fraxel, yeah, but it's not a. It's like a surface more than a like deep penetrating.
Yeah,
But you hold this thing that blows like cold air on your face.
because it gets really hot.
When I tell you that during the treatment, you don't even feel it. You feel a little something here and there, but like it's really nothing. And then you leave, and when I tell you, your face feels like it's on,
Yeah.
like someone has lit a flame to your face.
Did you think it worked
for
though?
the next 3 hours? So yes and no. Like I think that I had some like sunspot situations because I'm very fair skinned. So
Yeah.
back in the day when I didn't use sunscreen
Yeah.
appropriately, I would fucking fry this face
Well,
off
that's BBL is supposed to take away.
a little
brown
bit.
spots
So
and
where I
red.
went to a med spa in Rochester and I put my face in this thing. And it like read my whole face, and
Oh,
it was
cool.
like, here's the damage, here's this is what you should do, and it basically like spit out like,
Yeah.
do this. So that's why I did it. Your face, so it's burning lava hot for about 6 hours, and then for the next week, it feels like sandpaper. It doesn't matter how much fucking moisturizer you put on that
Yeah.
bitch, she feels like sandpaper.
Yeah.
Because all this, they call it MENS. It's like, I forget what like the acronym stands for, but it's like basically all this like necrotic
It's coming off.
tissue is coming up.
Yeah.
But not tissue, but you know what I mean, skin cells. I'm telling you, I've never felt it's so the dryness. I couldn't deal with the
Yeah.
dryness. So
Yeah.
it did help. Like I had some darker like sunspots up here that are now gone. But I'm telling you, I think the hyperpigmentation has been taken away by the red light.
Yeah, no, I've been using I honestly, I didn't travel with it because I didn't really have room. And I was like, I miss this baby.
Yeah.
Like, I miss it.
I get stressed if I don't get the 9 minutes in a day to like
I
throw
also
that bitch
got
on my
a
face.
red light, so that I could get it
panel?
on my body. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the way to do it. I've been using.
And I want to get a red light sauna blanket.
Did you know they have red light? They have screen protectors that turn your phone light
From green to red.
into red light.
Red light, you save our lives.
I'm like, I don't know that this works at fucking all, but I'm a sucker and I might just buy it.
No, I want this. I saw the sauna blanket. It was like 20% off. And I was like, maybe I should just buy this.
Because you lay in it and sweat. That's what happens.
You lay, you sweat, and it's red light. So it's like red light on your body in a sauna, and it's a blanket.
Okay, but what's the cleaning process look like on that baby?
You wipe it down. Like it's you're cleaning it. So like you can either not clean it or clean it. Again, it's like a you thing.
Yeah, true.
It's like the same that we talked about with gym etiquette, like what people clean and don't clean.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Interesting. I've heard it's like what's that brand? Is it?
Well, there's Bond Charge. There's higher dose. There's a
Higher
lot.
Dose,
Yeah.
that's the one I
saw
know.
the Bond Charge. That was like $6.99 or something like that. I've also been using
face.
your Korean masks. Darius and I got them and we did them last night. I have videos of us in them.
I can't. I'm telling you, it's medical grade skincare and it's Korean skincare.
You know what
I
the
know
other
Aaron
thing-
was like, "You're not Korean." I don't fucking care. Like I really think
No,
it's changing my skin.
One of the things I like about the brand that you sent me to was that like there's a lot of that extra juice that's like in the bag, which like I feel like some of these come out and you're like,
They're dry.
where's the juice?
Yeah, like what's the point?
And
of me
not that
putting
like
this
you
on my
need a
face?
ton of juice, whatever, but like I want to make sure that like the shit is sticking to my face and that like I'm getting all the goodness of whatever they put in there on the face.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm a stan. I use my like few medical grade ride or dies, and then everything else
Yeah.
I've been using.
I was on a big like natural kick of skincare, like all natural skincare, and now I'm like,
Yeah, didn't we
I
talk
think I
about
just
this? I'm like, I don't know that
yeah,
works.
I think I just need a little bit more of that. Like, give me the stuff that I'm not going to wrinkle.
I also am sometimes that person that's like, if it's not $250, I really can't be doing anything. But
Yeah.
then the Korean, that's another reason I like all the Korean
'Cause
skincare.
it's
It's not
so
cheap,
cheap.
but like it's cheap.
Those masks were like $6.99 for like 10.
I know.
I was like, this is a
that's
great
why I bought
price.
like 50. Marlon's always like, what are you trying to look like a 6-year-old? I'm like, that's exactly what I'm
Yes.
fucking trying to do. I
Yes.
don't think you guys understand.
And then the 6-year-olds are trying to look older because they're going to Sephora and buying like Drunk Elephant.
and buying Drunk
shit.
Elephant,
Yeah.
that's $90. And I'm
like-
like, sis, you don't need that vitamin C. The
like,
20%
please.
vitamin C, you could put her back.
Yeah.
You're 11.
I'm like, no.
And
So yeah.
that's just, yeah, I've been seeing a lot of that. I've been seeing a lot of like adults allowing their like children to do tutorials, and I'm just like,
You know what I've been seeing on TikTok? I'll like scroll and I'm like, oh, this girl's like so cute. And then I like click and I'm like, she's 21. And I'm like, and she's got like 5 million followers, and I'm like, I can't follow you.
$5 million.
I'm like, we know like there's nothing you could tell me that I'm gonna be like, I need that info. I'm like,
yeah, we're in
it's
different.
insane.
We're in different. Like our cells are in different stages of life. I have gone through apoptosis 9,000 times already since like
I'm
you've.
This is insane.
I know, it's crazy. You can't take those risks. You got to be careful. You got to be careful about
Well,
the
no.
internet.
So I like when girls or women, whatever, put their age in their TikTok profile because then I'm like, okay, you're 29. I can follow you.
You're like, we're this
But if
information
you're
I can take.
20, no. It's not even like, it's even like the like get ready with me or like get dressed with me. And I'm like, you're dressing in a way that is so inappropriate for me. Like,
Yeah.
we're just not on that same level.
Yeah. I've also realized that a lot of these influencers think they know fashion and they do not know fashion.
You know, I agree with you, but then I'm like, express yourself in your own way. Because
do you.
I feel like, so I used to work in fashion, like literally worked new fashion. And then I feel like after the pandemic where I barely dressed myself, I'm like, I don't even know how to dress anymore.
Where I barely dress myself.
Like, I'm like, I don't know fashion anymore. Like, and I'm so plain Jane. Like, when I was in New York, my friend was making fun of me because she's like, why do you have that top in 5 colors? And I was like, because I like it. And
Yeah.
why shouldn't I buy it in 5 colors? She's like, you don't need it in 5 colors.
Because I'm over the age of 30. That's why.
I was like, I'm going to buy the same thing in 5 colors.
Yeah, if it looks good, man.
Yeah.
Make her look good over and
Yeah.
over again. Yeah, these teeny bopper, the kids,
Yeah.
we're not even in the same.
We're not in the same realm.
No, and you know what? Like some of these, and I just, it could call it jealousy, but they have fucking millions of dollars. I'm like, does anyone want to just send me like $100,000 so I can pay off my fucking loans?
Yeah,
That's all
just-
I'm asking
just
for.
send me a little
and like,
money.
let's make it clear. I saw someone post a meme about this, or like something. Somebody posted something related to this. I do not want to be an influencer. I have no desire to be an influencer.
Should we stop this podcast?
No. I don't. I just would like opportunities.
Yeah.
So like I post
feel like
on the internet to gain opportunities because I would like someone to give me $100,000 so that I can take care of my loans.
Yeah, I feel like you,
That's
unfortunately, in order to, because I talk about this a lot where I'm like, I love teaching. I love doing this
Yeah.
podcast. Like, those are two things that I'm like, I love it. But you can't get opportunities or growth without somehow, I don't want to say influencing is like not the word, but without selling your brand and selling yourself.
Yeah, and it's just like if you know something really well and you have a platform to like talk about that thing or,
I think
educate
the
on that
problem
thing.
is the people who grow in like an astronomical way are the people that are selling shit.
Yeah,
And they're
lot.
selling like an idea that's unattainable or something like that, you
Yeah.
know, where you're like, obviously there's people doing good, but then you look like, I looked at this woman and I was like, I'm going to follow her. And like her whole thing was like, like every single post was like, get snatched in this amount of time, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And I just was like, but you're selling this like unattainable idea. And maybe that is like people will continue to buy because they want that, like they
Yeah.
want that satisfaction, whatever. And I'm just like I was looking at people that were like, they held up their Ozempic shot and then they held up the like Array gummy and they were like, this is watch me, like da da da. And then they lose weight. And I'm like, should I do that? Do
You
I
think
both?
I should try that out? Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting. I also think too, like social media is just it's free advertisement, and
Yeah.
like you'd be stupid not to use it. But again, like I don't need to be like a multi-million follower influencer. Like
Yet.
I'm not yet. I'm not trying to do that. I just am trying to get myself some opportunities here.
Yeah.
If someone would like to send me. I mean, I'll perform or whatever it is you need me to do.
Have you looked at like your Insta or your TikTok like message requests? We should look at it for the pod
No.
because all of mine are like, hey baby, I think you're
Oh,
pretty
they want
cute.
you to be a sugar baby?
Can I pay you $5,000 a week to be my sugar baby? And I'm like, what's the catch?
Yeah, well, I'm about to tell Doug from Nebraska. He sure fucking can.
I literally was like, wow, I didn't know I had all these requests. And then I looked and I was like, you all want to pay me money. Let's go.
I mean, I'm just going to start saying yes and see what the details are.
Yeah, like I'm
know
not
what I
sending
mean?
you my, well, should I send you my Venmo?
Yeah, like what's the
PayPal
worst
more
that can
secure.
happen? Is it? What's the difference?
I don't know. but like, just send me money.
At this point, everyone has my social security number. You know how many times I go to log into something on the internet and they're like, this password's been compromised for 2 years. And I'm like, they're like, do you want to change it? I'm like, no.
I'm like, not right now.
No.
But thanks for asking.
I have a note. It's so funny. I have a note in my phone that's like a locked note with all my passwords.
Mine's not locked, and I have all my passwords on it.
But they're all just the same password.
Same.
I'm like,
Except
why
when
do
they
I
make
have
you
to
change it, and I have
write
to like
it down?
add an exclamation point or
You know
add
what's
an
a smart
at.
thing? If you need to change your password, okay, and you're sick of adding an exclamation point at the end, turn one of the letters into a number. So like an E, make it a 3.
Smart.
Smart, right?
Smart.
Yeah, I started doing that because
I just add
and
an
then some of
extra
these people that are like
exclamation point.
16 characters. I'm like, I don't even know any words that are that
Oh,
long.
just add exclamation points.
Yeah, it just seems obnoxious.
Yeah, no, I know.
You know, so
It's
I started.
it's a little inconvenient.
But every time I log into something, it's like, this password has been found in
Yeah.
a data leak. Would you like to? I'm like, no.
I did
At
delete
this
my
point-
23andMe,
Oh, yeah. Well,
but I
'cause
still
that's-
had to request to delete my data. So I was like, cool. I was like, it's
Yeah, what a
probably
shit
out
show
there
that
already.
whole thing is.
I know. But it's probably out there. You've probably got my DNA somewhere.
I read something the other day that said that if you have blue eyes, that all of us people with blue eyes have like some similar ancestor because there wasn't like blue-eyed people until
Does
a certain
Thomas
point.
have blue eyes?
No,
Oh, that's good. You're not related.
that would have been a little fucking weird. Yeah, no, that's what I was reading. People are there. All kinds of shit's coming out now.
Interesting.
23 and or yeah, it is 23.
23andMe. Yeah, no, because I deleted my data. I know.
They were also weren't they selling people's?
That's the whole point.
But
They
not
were
even
gonna
just
sell-
23andMe. Like you were sending in, people were sending in. Have you ever gotten those things that's like, would you be interested in pooping in a cup for like $5,000? Really? Maybe it's because I work in
No.
medicine.
Maybe I'm on a different email chain than you. I must subscribe to different things.
Well, okay, there's all these like research things,
Yeah.
yes, that you can sign
They're
up
not
for.
being funded anymore, so don't worry.
Right, yes. What nothing is. And there's also no more employees.
No. We're all just being paid to do nothing but not make any money.
Yeah, I was like having a conversation with my friend yesterday about like my current job and the way that like the taxes are and blah 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 because I'm from New York and like this whole thing. And I was like, I mean, they're not, you know, I'm not making enough money for the government. Like I'm making money, but I'm not making enough
No.
money for the IRS to be concerned about what I'm doing
They
with
don't
my
care
funds.
about little of me.
And she was like, actually, they do audit the people like with who make under 50K. She's like, so you're in the clear anyway. She's like, but also there's no employees.
But also no one's
So I
working.
wouldn't really worry about it. I was like,
Yeah.
all right, great. No need to worry.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, you could, there's all these studies that it's like you could send your sputum in. It like just depends on like what, and if they think that you qualify.
You know what? For $5,000, I would send me those.
I will, but here's the thing is I didn't get invited. So you got to fill out like a
Oh.
questionnaire and they just decide if
You're
you
crazy,
meet like
so yeah.
the biomarker. Yeah. They're like mentally she's not well, so we're not taking
She
anything that
can't.
has to do with her
She
gut.
can't.
Yeah, I didn't meet. There was some criteria that I didn't meet. I was like too healthy. They were like, sorry, we can't.
I could probably do it.
And I was like, okay, so sorry, I'll get you guys for the next round. But yeah, I'm like, I love a fucking side hustle.
Yeah, no.
I mean, that's why I have 19 jobs. But like,
Same. Same.
you want to? Did I tell you that I fucked up my taxes?
That's annoying.
I
That's why I have my father do them.
okay, no. So I didn't do them. I fucked up my like forms, like my W-4s, W-2s.
To your businesses? To the businesses that you like?
Oh yeah, because I have 100 jobs, and I didn't know that when you fill out a W-4, you have to account for all your income. Like they ask you, like if
Yeah.
you have more than one job,
Yeah, yeah,
your
yeah.
side hustle.
Yeah.
Like my fitness stuff is a 1099, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But like, I didn't because no one fucking tells you these things.
You don't learn it. in-
People hand me a government document like a W-4 and they think that I have any fucking clue how to fill that out.
Don't you think that that should be a class, like in high school, like taxes 101?
Yeah, you see those memes all the time. That's like, when was the last time you fucking used the Pythagorean theorem? But like,
Or like checkbook 101, like how to balance your checkbook. Like this is which no one
I
writes
haven't
checks
balanced a
anyway.
check,
I
yeah.
know, but you know what I mean. Like those are things are like how to budget.
like why? Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Apparently, I was supposed to say that apparently on one W-4, W-2, W whoever, I was supposed to say that I made more money, and I didn't.
Yeah.
And so they assumed that I was in a very low tax bracket. Turns out I'm not in a very low tax bracket. So I owe $3,200 this year.
Fuck, that
Doesn't that
sucks.
fucking suck?
That sucks. My dad
My-
hasn't told me yet what I owe.
My best friend's dad does my taxes. Okay, so my brother's also an accountant, but
Yeah.
he like does my mom's taxes on tax day, and I'm like, who can fucking wait that long for
Yeah,
a refund? Like,
yeah.
I need my cash today.
Same.
Like, I don't know what the fuck.
Last year I owed $6,000.
Why?
I don't know. I think my dad.
Fuck something up.
No, I think my dad does something, and he's like, yeah, he paid it though for me.
Okay,
because
that's
he
a
was
good
like,
dad.
it's my fault. So I was like,
Okay,
thank
great.
you,
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Dad. It's like,
Yeah,
'cause I don't have
I've never
$6,000
owed. I
to
always
like
get
throw
like
around.
2-3 grand back, something nuts. No, so my best friend's dad does my taxes, and he calls. I send him my stuff on like a Wednesday.
Yeah.
He texts me on a Monday morning at like 6 a.m. It was 7 a.m. in New York, but he was like, "Hey Taylor, just so you know, you owe $3,200 to federal this year, and here's where you screwed up, and blah blah blah." And I was like, "What the fuck, Jim?" So then like I was like, "I gotta call you later because I need to make sure that I'm not doing this again."
Yeah.
So I call him, and he's like, "Yeah, you know."
Was it for the hospital?
Yes. So for my U Chicago job,
Yeah.
because I had a full-time gig,
Ugh.
and I didn't tell that
didn't disclose it,
W-4,
yeah.
it assumed that it took like.
See, that's so stupid. Government, I'm putting it all together. You should know.
That's what I mean. Like, this isn't my fucking job. This doesn't
So
feel like my
fucking
fucking job.
stupid.
Also, this whole like, you know how much money I owe you or don't owe you, but I still have to figure it out thing doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
Yeah,
either.
no.
But so he calls me on a Monday, or I call him that Monday evening, and I'm like, "What the fuck happened?" And he goes, "You know, so I did your taxes on Thursday, but we were going into the weekend." I wanted you to have a nice time. And I said, so you thought texting me at 6 a.m. on a Monday
Wanna wake up.
was going to ease the blow? And he's like, yeah. So we wrapped the conversation up by him saying, yes, I'll just deduct the $3,200 from your account on April 15th. I said, fucking sounds great, Jim.
Thanks so much.
I'm like, oh my God. I texted my mom. I was like, I think I fucked up. She's like, it's the fucking worst. I'm like, I just can't even believe. You know what I could have done with $3,200?
No, do you know that? Like,
I'm due
that's
for a
when-
new handbag.
That's when adulting is just like, fuck.
Yeah, because I'm just like, how am I supposed to know?
Yeah, and that's like a
And
stupid
I'm
one
not a
too.
fucking stupid person. Like,
No, but
I'm a
that's-
rather intelligent human
That's
being.
just like a stupid mistake that is like not even your fault. It's like no one fucking told you
and like
or tells you.
those forms are not clear.
Also, who's reading all that shit?
And like, how do I know if I have to fill
I
out
sign
4A?
a W-2 like,
Yeah,
whatever.
they're like, go to step 4A. Does this apply to you? I'm like, I don't fucking know.
Send me a picture of your passport. Okay.
All I know is that for every job in my entire life, everyone's always like, claim 0. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay. And,
Same.
like,
Zero dependent. 0, 0, 0,
I'm like, that's
0.
what I do. Fucking stupid. I'm so mad. But anyways, yeah. So there's $3,200 out of my account.
Oh, God, that's so annoying.
I mean, I was just kind of like, I honestly handled it well because I was like, what am I going to do? Like, I have to.
There's nothing you
there's
can
nothing
do.
I can
Yeah.
do.
It's not like you could be
And
like,
he
let me
was
go
like,
back in time.
when I said that, he was like, yeah, I mean, but it kind of sucks, you know? I was like, yeah.
Thanks for hitting me when I'm down.
I'm like, oh my God. So then I called. I was like, we got to get on a conference call. You got to help me fill out these forms. I'm like, you're not even my dad, but like, I need you to
so
help
fucking
me.
annoying.
It's so fucking annoying. I'm like, I don't want to
I need to text my dad now and just be like, how my taxes?
While I'm on the premise of taxes, after what I just said, I keep seeing my mom keeps sending me these things that's like, are you a nurse with $50,000 or more in debt? Apply for this program. We'll wipe it for you. But it only applies to personal debt.
So maybe I should apply.
I'm like, I don't
But I'm not a
understand.
nurse.
I don't understand. So I could rack up $50,000 of credit card debt
And
just
shopping
be like,
and random
I'm
shit.
sorry.
Yeah.
Can I have it back? And they
Yeah.
would be like, okay, because you're an
Sure.
RN. And I'm like, student loans? And they're like, fuck you.
Yeah. Sorry, no.
Like, I don't understand. I don't
You
understand.
only need to spend it recklessly and you're not.
I
so.
don't understand. You know, the Netherlands, Denmark, not Netherlands.
Is that the one we're trying to take over? Greenland?
No. Well, close to there. But Denmark, right now, they're paying people like to come over and work to do like mindless jobs that you need no experience for, and they're paying like 6 figures.
Great.
And they're giving you somewhere to live, and I think that we should apply.
You know that it's been many of times that we've talked about moving. Send me the link. Let's apply.
Yeah, no, I'm so fucking serious. They're like, it's like my friend just sent to me. She said, Denmark, we need people to work. And I'm like, what are the jobs?
Listen, I'll do it. I
You
think
need
people
somebody to
probably
work
are
at
a lot happier.
The local Whole Foods? 'Cause
I'm in.
Sign me up.
The Trader Joe's people, let's just talk about them for a second because they are the happiest people in the world.
Yeah, they're almost like too happy.
I think I'd fit in
what do
there.
they-
You'd be like,
what do
get the
they-
fuck out.
I'm like, what are they doing to you guys in the break room? You know what I mean? Something's not right.
We're just treating
right
their
at
employees
Trader
right.
Joe's.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm very happy at my current job. Although some of these people that I work with, they're like, it's ridiculous around here. And I'm like, you guys don't.
No idea.
You guys have absolutely no fucking idea what ridiculous is.
Oh, boy.
and I'll be happy to share it with you someday.
What's going on in your week?
Nothing. I had a long day till 2 p.m. today, off tomorrow.
Oh, damn.
I'm going to see your Botox guy tomorrow.
Oh, let me know how it is.
Get my face shot up for $1.5 million.
Yep. Accurate.
Yeah. I said, because I'm used to paying 1/8 that cost at
Yeah,
home.
I know.
So I
But
was
he's
like,
worth
yeah.
it. He's so good.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. I'm not, it's an investment.
Just tell him I sent you. Like, make sure you say. He probably won't know me, but just so they mark it down that I can maybe get a discount. Yeah.
You know her. I'll bring a picture of you.
Yeah.
She's right here on my background.
Yes.
So I'm doing that, and then I'm working, and then we got our event.
I know.
Are you teaching Saturday morning too?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. Teaching Saturday morning, and then it wouldn't be that without.
Yeah.
April 5th, get your tickets. Bring your friends. Tell your friends. I mean, now we can share. We've got New Dude Food sourdough pizzas, lots of giveaways. Olivia giving away a month. Legendary, everybody gets $10 plus opportunity to get in like $300 worth of services.
Morgan's giving away
smoothie cards and working with her.
Yes.
Then Kalita, 2
you can
free
get
weeks.
a trial at their River North location. What else we got? We got free B12.
Free B12 shots from Kamra and free Kwa.
Is that how you say that?
I don't know. That's how I say it.
Koya? I've been saying Koya for a long time.
Koya,
But you
Kwa.
want to know what else is like the LaCroix? Like I was saying LaCroix for a while, and I guess it's LaCroix because it's French.
Oh. No, I still say LaCroix.
Someone told me that.
Yeah, so Kwa. Kwa.
You said it so effortlessly that I was like, have I been saying it wrong the whole time?
I make up a lot of stuff like words. And
Yeah,
stuff like
whoever
that.
they are, they'll be there.
Yeah, I'm excited. It should be really fun. HIIT class with you, yoga with me.
Yeah, it'll be a little hit strength based situ.
Yeah.
The vibes will be good.
Oh, yeah. Vibes will be on par.
Yeah.
Above par.
Way above. No, you want to be
I don't know.
below
whatever.
par, don't you?
I thought par was like you're on par. I don't fucking know.
I know,
Is
but
it
I
golf?
think I think it's better to be below par.
Oh.
You want to shoot under par.
We just want to be fucking awesome, and it's going to be.
Yeah, right. Fuck the par.
Fuck
Altogether.
par.
All right. Anyways,
All right, well,
come to our event.
we'll see you Saturday.
Yeah.
That's how I'm going to leave it.
Yeah, 100%. We'll be there. Lots of cool people will be there.
All the cool people will be there, so you better be there, biatch. Isn't that in
Yep.
Mean Girls?
You know what I was watching the other day? The clip of us. What the fuck did we say? Endorphins make you happy. And at the same time, you were like Elle Woods, and I was like Regina George. And I was like, how on brand. Yeah.
Oh,
Anyways,
well,
we'll see you there.
just remember, everything's fine.